Hello and welcome to episode 17 of the wee podcast. It is Clarky here with Phil.
Hello.
So this week we're going to look at dreams, not the type whenever you're asleep, but the ones that maybe you have now or whenever you're a kid, things like that. We're just going to talk about ours and other little bits and pieces like that. So let's go.
Woo!
I was doing a bit of reading and came across a YouGov survey about the most popular childhood dream jobs.
Dreams.
So, do you have a guess? What do you think the top?
The top one.
Top one.
Right. Actor.
No, it is on there. It's 1, 2, 7th.
Was this from kids?
Yeah, kids.
Well, it'll probably be like the services then.
Like
Firefighter, police.
No, it's
Really?
6th.
Strange.
Yeah.
Astronaut.
10th.
10th. What?
Yeah, I know.
What on earth could you have wanted? How would you have known as a kid? What other jobs are?
No, that's
Administration. Zookeeper.
it's 8th. 8th. I swear to God.
How on earth is a zookeeper being an astronaut?
I don't know.
That's mental. Give me a clue of like what sort of job role it sort of entails. Is it dangerous?
No.
It's not dangerous.
No, it's something that like I don't know, like how to give a clue without ruining it. You could you would play its games as it as like a kid and stuff.
A footballer?
It's 2nd.
An American footballer?
No, it's not on there.
Rugby player?
That's not sport related.
Oh, okay. That's so games you could play as a kid.
Yeah, like as in you'd be playing make believe.
A knight?
No. Like it's like a
I
real
want to be a
job.
Jedi.
It's like flip, yeah. But it's like I still want to be that. But it's like a real job, but you would play pretend as it whenever you were a kid on bears and
A vet?
Close, but no. Doctor is number 1. Nurse is number 2.
That's really sophisticated list because not many people. Yeah, whenever I was a kid, anyone used to ask, I want to be a policeman or I want to be a firefighter or something.
I know, and then it's footballer, teacher, writer, police officer, train driver.
Train.
I love that one.
I want to be a TransLink driver. And that's what I want to be on.
Actor, zookeeper, pop star, and then an astronaut. Pretty interesting. I thought it was really good.
I'm really disappointed by that list.
So
top 3 are great, but see that astronaut, that needs to be 4th or first.
1 in 10, so 10% was doctor or nurse. So
that makes sense.
Around there, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Footballer was 9%. Teacher was 7.
Wow.
And actually, believe it or not, 1 in 7 adults actually managed to achieve the job they dreamed about when they were kids, including 1 who became an astronaut.
That's amazing.
Is that not the most amazing thing ever? And then basically a third of the kids who actually said they want to be a medic in any sort of form, be it a doctor, a nurse, whatever.
Yeah.
A third of them actually became one.
That's amazing.
Which is class.
This is in the UK, right?
Yeah, UK.
That's great. That's great.
The ones who wanted to be teachers. This is obviously they've asked kids and they've actually asked adults what they wanted to be.
Yeah.
27% that said they wanted to be teachers became teachers.
It's rough being teachers now, though. Rough being teachers.
Oh, it can be, yeah, for sure. It's a hard old profession to get a full-time job in over here.
It's not even that, it's just the way you're treated, really, as well.
Well, there's that, as we well know.
Yeah.
But writers or journalists, 9% from kids. And
that's quite sophisticated as well, because you wouldn't think that.
Yeah, like a kid, but then
creative
writing. I want to write a book. Well, okay, then you're a writer. But the one that surprised me the most was only
train driver.
6%, right, of adults that as a child wanted to be a police officer actually became one. Only 6.
Well, I suppose it's different because it depends on where you live.
Yeah,
because I can't imagine if you would have put say I don't know, America or something to here or something, I can guarantee there's more people from America want to be a police officer than over here.
Probably
as a kid,
but as even in Britain, it's one of those places that would tend to hire police quite readily.
Yeah.
So I thought that was quite strange because it is obviously a, unless obviously
Depends how young the kids are as well, though.
yeah,
you know?
exactly. Like they see the policeman and think, oh, that's class.
Yeah,
Whereas an
he's got a
adult-
uniform on.
Yeah, as an adult, maybe they
Or if you
don't.
go like a BDSM place, they've also got uniform on as well, but it's
That's
not.
slightly different.
But that's what I'm saying. You could be a gimp, or you could just be a person. You know, that's the thing.
And then a very surprising one, actors.
Yeah,
5% became an actor as an adult.
that's quite high.
Yeah, it's very high.
That's quite
It's only
high.
1% less than a police officer,
Yeah,
which is weird.
that's quite high. That's in the UK as well.
But like basically, based on this whole survey, what I thought was quite nice at the end of it was, a lot, like up to 2/3 of the under 18s actually surveyed in this YouGov poll.
Yeah.
Said they were actually confident of getting their dream job, which is a lot.
Yeah, that's quite a lot because it all depends. I mean, being a footballer and stuff and all that, like.
Yeah, it's hard, definitely. But those ones are the ones that are saying no. But the most refreshing bit I thought was that the vast majority of them said achieving their goal would actually be down to their own hard work and good grades, but support from family and friends came a close second. So they know they have to put in the work.
Yeah.
But you know they're gonna obviously have the help. So, basically, off what we read there essentially, earlier on was that like it changed per sort of where you were in the country.
Yeah.
It's like, for example, the majority of the children in Wales said they wanted to be a lawyer or a ballet dancer, right?
That's very strange.
Yeah,
It's like
so
the
those were
opposite
like-
ends of the spectrum, right?
Yeah,
there.
they were like the top ones. It's like the northeast.
Maybe you could be a dancing lawyer.
Would certainly get the attention of the jury.
100%.
But
Do we spin? Do the whole jumpy thing for me there?
let's see. I'll just pick some out. It's like northeast and actually Midlands as well. Top job was footballer. East Anglia area zookeepers. And then there's some
Strange that zookeeper would come up like.
yeah. But
Very
then it's not-
strange.
but then it's not at the same time. Kids like love animals. And
Oh no,
zoo
I know
and
that
stuff.
100%. That's hands down why
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're gonna pick that. But it's just very strange because I can guarantee like 12 years ago, like 15 years ago, there'd be like no thing as a zookeeper. I'm sure. Like I mean.
Oh, I know, but these are like kids now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like they're gonna totally get it. But like there's
I want to be a dog keeper.
That'd be great,
Oh, it'd be amazing.
wouldn't it?
I'd be so bad though. 'Cause I'd be allergic to all of them.
You like to dog?
Yeah. Well,
Really?
like long-haired dogs. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. You should see me
Oh.
around Penny. It's great.
Oh, really?
Hello, Penny.
That's
Not every day. Like it's okay. Some days you're fine. Some days are a bit naff.
class.
It's not class.
It is.
Hi.
Because Penny's like, oh, I love you, but I make you sick.
Yeah. It's like go away, you know.
Oh, come back.
It's really sad. Like
So, there's some like sort of standout unusual ones in here as well.
train driver.
No, there's a weird one, right? So 11 of them said archaeologist,
That's not weird.
which is fair. No, not the weird one yet.
Oh.
10 of them said farmers, 7 artists, 6 said chefs, 4 said jockeys.
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 I'd rather be the horse.
Still not the weird ones, right? 2 of them said they wanted to be funeral directors.
Maybe their parents are like that though.
It's a bit grim, isn't it?
Yeah, but then maybe they're like, well, what age are these kids? Do you know?
Between, let me just double check the age.
Surely they got to not be like 4. Could you imagine? Funeral director. That's a year 4.
It doesn't actually say an age range, but they have to be children, so below 18.
Funeral. I would assume that's probably from their parents then.
Probably.
Being that.
Probably.
But still, that is quite grim. Like that's something you'd probably never want to be. But then someone has to do it, don't they?
And here are the ones that only got one answer. Okay. Antique dealer.
What, Dave Dickinson?
Yeah. Bus conductor. Bus
What?
conductor.
Bus conductor, right? Okay.
Chip shop owner.
I'd
Dog-
love doing a chip shop myself.
Great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, free chips.
Dog trainer.
Yes.
Pretty close
Yeah.
to what you were saying.
Yeah.
Hovercraft captain. Like, who wouldn't?
A hovercraft
A
captain.
hovercraft captain. What a guy or girl. Whoever said that's amazing.
Is that a job?
Not yet, but it should be. Gamekeeper. Pretty cool if you like outdoors and stuff.
Yeah.
Magician. Pretty
That's
amazing.
a dying art now.
Yeah.
That magician, like,
Pretty amazing if you get
that's
that.
unfortunate.
Opera singer.
That's cool.
One of my favourites here. A spy.
Oh yeah.
That is cool. And
What's his name? James, by any chance?
And then the last one that got one vote was a shepherdess, so
Right.
female shepherd,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
So
that's
all the kids like
a lot of different stuff in there, like things
Completely.
you wouldn't really think of
no
nowadays anyway, because everyone's just like, I want to be a video games person,
Yeah,
whatever that means. Like, because
I want to be a game.
Yeah, but it's true though, because everyone's like into like, you can just get so many jobs now as doing
IT,
as little as possible.
IT in general. Yeah,
It's just mental, yeah.
exactly. But I
In,
thought
into
that
video
was,
games and movies, but then people want to be directors and stuff now as well. Like even actors, I'm sure whenever they were acting or whenever they were kids, that they want to be an actor, and then they're like, once they got the job, well, this opens so many more opportunities.
it does. Yeah,
Being a director, I'm sure they're like, as a kid, I don't want to be a director. I want
Mm-hmm.
to star in the films. But then whenever you get older, you know, you do change and you
yeah.
you get behind the camera and you start filming all these really really bad films.
Well, I was actually listening to John Boyega on a
Oh,
podcast the other day,
yeah.
and he's what 26. I think he's a year older than me.
A young fella.
He's very
You're
young.
28, so it's different.
But he's got his own production company.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh,
He started
wow.
that about, I think it was a year or so after Force Awakens.
It's fun actually. You mentioned it because I was watching. You know, Attack the Block.
Yep. He's Moses in that.
Didn't even faze me whenever I seen Star Wars. I was like, I know his face from somewhere, but I
Yeah.
had no idea where.
He's Moses.
Yeah.
Attack the Block.
Yeah,
That's
he's
where
a
he got
right
his,
prick in that. I
that's
hated
where
him
he
in
got
that.
his first big break was
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I
Um,
disliked him in that. Love Nick Frost in it. It was brilliant.
Oh, he's funny, isn't he?
Yeah, brilliant.
But his production company is called like Underroof or some Underroom, something like that.
All right.
But it actually co-produced Pacific Rim Uprising,
Oh, well, sure, he's in it.
which he starred in.
Sure, he's the
Um,
son of Idris Elba then, wouldn't he be? Yeah. I want to see
And
that film.
he basically was talking about how he picked it up in school, acting. He picked it up in school, started whenever he could over here, plays, things like that.
Yeah.
He was actually in plays with a lot of the actors he actually acts with now. So like,
That's crazy.
I can't even remember their names. Oh my goodness, completely gone out of my head.
Oh,
What do you
dear.
call the main actor in Get Out?
Oh, I've no idea.
You know what I'm talking about? Can't remember his name.
I've no idea.
But they're quite friendly, and apparently like the whole group of them sort of come up at the same time.
Well, he's British though, isn't he? The guy
Yeah,
from Get Out,
yeah.
but he was American.
Yeah.
No, he was British in this. Was he British in the film?
No, he's American.
He
Get
was
Out.
American in the film. Yeah, well, sure. There's an awful lot of like young actors from Britain that've now
They're doing so well.
managed to just come on the scene for some reason. It's good to see that because I'm sure whenever they were kicking themselves, like whenever they were young, I want to be an actor and stuff.
Yep.
Getting through those plays and stuff and never being that good enough.
Well, apparently
quotes.
they apparently what he said was obviously the dream for him was to become an actor.
Yeah.
And as with excuse me, as with everyone else. So basically, he his whole thing was basically that what they did was they just supported each other, and whatever, and whenever they sort of finished with Britain, because you only go so far in
Yeah,
the
British
movie
films and
industry
stuff.
here.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, go to Hollywood now, give that a go. And pretty much everyone he went with is like super famous now.
Well, it's good they all sort of kept that sort of pact in a sense.
yeah,
'cause
like they would sum me
sometimes
up.
they get that feeling. They're like, I've made it now, so bye bye.
Yeah, no, he really did. Like he came across very well on the podcast, and it was cool. It was really cool to see like somebody like round our age,
normal sort of thing.
round our age, staying really grounded, working really hard, and just following that, for want of a better term, just following that dream.
Well, sure, there are some people that do get into acting and stuff, and they do just decide to go, yeah, acting's not for me, and they go back to like a regular job and stuff.
Yeah.
Sure, most kid actors, they went and done the acting thing as a kid and just
Joffrey from Game of Thrones did that.
didn't watch Game of Thrones. So
Well, he was very, very, very good, but he unbelievable villain. And once he was done Game of Thrones, he went back to uni.
oh well, good on him.
Cool, really cool.
Go off to better yourself then, I suppose, in some sense.
Well, loads of people do have like.
Well, sure, look at Emma Watson. She was doing uni during Harry Potter.
And
Yeah.
Natalie Portman got her degree from Harvard, her PhD from Harvard, whenever she was filming
It's
stuff.
amazing, like. But then again, you're getting all that money from acting as well.
Yeah,
Pays off your entire
I know.
debt.
That's true. But at the same time, like you have to obviously do the work.
Oh, 100%. You're not going to get it for free. Like, well, some people do get it for free, which is unfortunate. But
Yeah.
those people need to rid themselves of the world.
I don't know. I just think it's class. Like, see, listening to people that have actually done it, been there, done it. Like,
Yeah.
I went to see Chris Hadfield,
Yes,
and
an actual
Yeah.
astronaut.
oh, it was amazing.
Whatever.
It was so good.
Yeah.
But
it says you couldn't even speak to him.
I couldn't. I was so fanboying. Like, it was so good. But we Race and I went to see it, and like the first sort of thing he goes through is, I've always wanted to be an astronaut. That's what he says. Like, he remembers watching the moon landing and then thinking, I want to do that.
Sure, it was fake.
Like 5 years old. At like 5 years old, he like watched that, and he then goes through, you know, all the steps he took with always that one
the goal
dream of, I am gonna be an astronaut. There wasn't even a Canadian space authority then at all. There was no space program in Canada.
Yeah.
But he was still like, I'm gonna become an astronaut.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it wasn't until way later on in his life that he actually, you know, got the opportunity to become an astronaut, work for NASA and do everything else. But that day was amazing. See, like, actually, listening to everything sort of he had to say and how he did it, and you know, just that he stayed on goal and whatever. Brilliant, really, really good.
I suppose that's how you achieve them, though. I mean, people do say, like, I know whenever it's all those cheesy lines, whenever they get awards and stuff, and they're like, I used to be this young kid from Essex or something, and it's like, why Essex? You know, I don't know why I chose that, but that's what they say. Like, I stuck to all my dreams and worked really hard for them, and look at me now, I'm getting awards. It's like, yeah, but that's like 1 in like 5 million or something. You know, like it is very tough to like you just lose sight of things quite quickly as well.
But
whenever it
I
comes
suppose we're all now, I suppose, like famous sort of people that are like, I'm gonna be an actor or an astronaut or I don't know, a singer or whatever, footballer. Whereas some other people's dreams could literally be like
more close to home.
Yeah, like they're not. Maybe they don't want to be famous, or maybe they don't want to.
Well, I suppose astronauts don't really. I don't think they go in for the fame.
No.
Which is completely it's different. Whereas sometimes people go into acting for the fame.
Well, yeah.
And some, you know, like
the love of it as well.
Yeah, like they need to like the arts. I mean, like Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackson. I was going to say. Hugh Jackman. Sure, he went and done plays and stuff as well when he was doing his acting career as well. So
he's a PE teacher as well.
Yeah, he's
somewhere in England, London, I think.
I just think it's brilliant whenever you find out more about actors and stuff, and even musicians as well, that they just sort of veer off in the different careers and stuff. But then again, it's the platform that gives them that opportunity to do that. You know?
Yeah, it is. I mean,
which is very different for us. You couldn't be an accountant one day and be like, I'm going to be a baseball teacher tomorrow. You know, whereas you could probably do that if you were like, I don't know, like Eminem or something.
Was there not? I could be wrong here, but there was a football manager, Michael O'Neill, you know, an Irish manager.
Yeah, what about him?
He was something like a wee business owner or something,
right?
And then decided
like a small time business.
Yeah, I don't think it was anything big. I mean, people will probably correct me if I'm wrong, but Michael O'Neill, I'm pretty sure, just decided, okay, I'm gonna try and be a football manager now.
That's class.
And then took charge of Shamrock Rovers, I think it was.
Yeah. But it didn't happen overnight, though. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's never going to happen overnight. You know?
I think that's the whole part of it, is that you've got to have that, right, there's my goal, and what are the steps in between?
Yeah.
And how do I get to that, you know, and that's how most people do it. Like, I know, whenever I was a kid, I just was obsessed being a footballer, despite being like this wee fat thing. But it made literally no sense.
I haven't grown out of that fat thing, unfortunately. I'm still that size. Well, I'm not. I'm bigger, like, but you know, it's strange because whenever I was younger, I used to be in the Newcastle United. I used to wear.
Really?
Yeah. I used to have like a little jersey and stuff. Like mum and dad bought me for like, I don't know if they were trying to punish me or anything. But, they bought me that.
Put this on him, someone will beat him up.
But I got that, and then obviously got into United and stuff, and I was like, I'd love to be a footballer. Like, I think, pretty sure I have something like over there somewhere in my school books that says I want to be a footballer. Yeah. And these are the goals I've got to achieve this and stuff, and I was like,
that's mad.
Why did I do that?
Well, I suppose it's because you look at them; they were your heroes. Like,
but then but at the time, you know, it's very different. Like Scholesy and stuff. Like that's the people you were growing up with, like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and all them ones and stuff.
Sheringham and Cole and
like all those sort of guys, and then like life goes on, and your whole interests change.
Yeah, it did. Like, it's funny because see, by the time I hit first year, so 11.
Yeah.
I remember we had to do a like what do I want to be thing in
like 5 years.
No, as in like what do I want to be when I'm older. Like we had to do like a little page and fill it in, I wrote down I want to be a lawyer.
Very, very big change from
Yeah.
footballer to a lawyer. Like,
Yeah.
what changed between being well, obviously from being getting older, like, but lawyers are very out there sort of thing.
I don't know. I say honestly, I don't think I've ever really known until now what I've wanted to do, ever.
Yeah.
Like even then, like sure, by the time I finished school, I did the accountancy degree,
Yeah.
and then I tried
So
that.
You talked about that. And,
Yeah.
Yeah. Hatred.
Yeah, and then I moved on from that, and then tried something else, and I tried something else, and it's only really recently that
You think you were just,
recently.
do you think you were just getting bored of all the things then, or?
Yeah, I think when it's not right,
Yeah.
and I knew it wasn't right, and it's really come down to the fact that I think this is always, well, it's obviously the job I'm currently going for is something that's always sort of been there.
Yeah.
I've just never
Realised the potential.
like I've never really paid any interest to it or any attention to it. Interest isn't the right word, but any attention to it until the last couple of years really, and then it's just funny how you get okay, there's my end goal, how do I get there, and then everything starts rolling, and
Yeah.
but see all the stuff I used, like, cause whenever I was a kid, like, it was everything. I wanted to be a footballer, and then I wanted to be an astronaut, because I still, like, it sounds so embarrassing, like, but at like 25 years old I still look at the moon and I'm like, I so want to go there.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Like,
I'd love to go to space.
I
I wouldn't care how I got there.
I think space is incredible.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, that is a dream in my lifetime. I would love to go to space.
Yeah.
Love to go to space,
Yeah.
because I don't know, I just think the wonderment of looking down
On the Earth. Yeah,
and then
that's-
just seeing void. Everything is
It's
just
mental
void.
whenever you're watching like the space films and stuff, and you're just like obviously they're not doing that, like they're not in space. You're like, but you're still so jealous of them. You're like, you're a prick. I know you're acting, but you're still a prick. You're still seeing the Earth from what I can.
It's just
You're looking at it
amazing.
like, I just love to see just the little window,
Mhm.
and in that window's two big bits of black, and then in the middle is just
Earth.
Earth. It'd just be
It would
amazing.
just be incredible.
Yeah.
But that's something I still think would be amazing, and maybe that is one of those really far fetched things. I don't care. I think it'd be amazing.
The only thing I'd be a bit annoyed about, because you have to do the whole training if you were to go, like that zero gravity training. I would.
Well, I don't know if you need training on that. It's more the
It's
take off and
yeah,
stuff
but
and
obviously,
landing or whatever,
but
but-
you will need the
yeah.
training for that as well. Even if you were to go,
Mhm.
say if there was like 20, 30 years down the line,
yeah.
there was like a program that
Yeah,
people could just
probably.
go. I'd hate that because I'd be sick all the time, and I hate being sick.
Do you not like that sort of feeling? No.
No,
Oh.
no, I hate it.
Is it, well, I was gonna say it was anything like skydiving. I really love skydiving. It was good, but I can't imagine actually it would be, because you're literally floating. You're not falling.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I think it'd be amazing. I just think there's a lot in it that would be, and I think that would really satisfy like the inner me of like from all these years ago. I'd be able to be like, that's amazing.
it'd be
You've now
good.
done this.
it'd
and
be good.
Yeah.
Do you have like any little like books or anything from when you were a kid that you've ever wrote on that, like I mentioned like 2 seconds ago there, that I have
I think so.
like goals and aspirations and stuff.
Well, what would you mean, like a primary school child?
Oh, primary school and like early secondary school, yeah.
Primary school probably. I remember in P5, I really wanted to be an Egyptologist.
Good grief.
I know.
Were you learning about it somewhere?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But I was like obsessed with like Tutankhamun
Like
and
King Tut.
and all that
Yeah.
stuff, Giza and all the different pharaohs and all that stuff. was
Mummifying
just-
people.
I loved all that
The
stuff.
cats.
And I remember in like P5, I thought that would have been like the best job ever, but
Well, it might have been.
might have been, but
You have
sort
to go
of
to Egypt all the time.
oh good. I actually wouldn't mind going to Egypt.
When my dad had been to Egypt.
What do you think? Yeah, really.
It's alright, a bit dirty.
Well, it's old, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, I've heard good things. I wouldn't mind going, but
Well, to be fair, I mean, it's just one colour though, isn't it?
What?
Sand.
it's like an orangey.
Yeah, that's just what it is, really. But yes, I suppose it'd be nice to like look back in your books and stuff if you had any, and just be like, did I ever achieve any? Obviously not footballer, but
Yeah,
like if you
yeah,
had
yeah.
like little goals as a kid or something, you know.
I don't know.
But then again, you wouldn't have known the world in like 20 years.
Well, no, because that's actually something one of my IT teachers used to say to us all the time, is like, don't get too hung up on
The present.
right now and what you want to do right now, because the jobs that you're gonna go for don't exist.
Yeah.
So, well, not really. Yet. So they're creating jobs every day that you guys are suited for.
Yeah.
So basically, it was like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Which is really, I thought at the time, I remember thinking, why would I not? You know, of course I need to think what I want to do, but
people still, like, till this day, people still know, like, people are in jobs and they're still like, what do I want to do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's nothing wrong with that either. I don't.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just,
wrong with it.
it's just, but like, I'm just sort of talking about like kids now, like even at teenagers and stuff. But like, I remember way back in school, I used to worry so much about like going into careers class and stuff. And they're like, well, "What do you want to do in like 5 years?" Like, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what? How do you know what the was going to be here in 5 years? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, you've no idea what's around the corner. Never mind in 5 years. But
I know.
I used to just hate myself like every time coming to careers class, being like, I just spent half an hour in that class doing nothing.
Yeah.
What, like, just thinking and not bringing anything to the paper.
There was a lot of pressure. I found.
Yeah.
To sort of know what you wanted to do, whereas some of the most interesting people I know still don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, like, fair enough. See if people do know at 18 years old, power to you, because that's really impressive.
The world's a big place.
But,
like, there's just so many things you can do in it. You just don't
exactly.
even know your own potential sometimes. That's the thing.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Like, as I say, some of the most, class, interesting people have amazing stories, go on unbelievable adventures, haven't actually set themselves a
Any
dream
targets.
job or whatever. They're just like, well, we'll see what happens. I'll go and enjoy myself in Thailand for a year, go to Australia, wherever, go to America. Who cares? Like,
Well, people do that. People might not set themselves a dream job. People just set themselves dreams, and that's it. And sometimes you can just have a dream to travel the world, and that's it.
Yeah.
You don't need to have anything else behind that.
See, that's actually a really interesting point, because so far, we've focused on dream jobs.
Yeah, not just dreams.
Yeah, not just in general.
Yeah.
Like, I know obviously some people have the dream of, husband or wife, 3 kids, car, house.
Well, they're long term dreams
blah, all those.
though. Yeah, like my dream for the minute would just be go to Scandinavia, and that'd be it. Or go to a UFC event.
Would you not want the London one? No.
No, like an American one, like in
Oh,
Vegas
like
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
London one would be class. Like, so there's one in Belfast last year.
Was there any good?
Yeah. It wasn't a bad card. Yeah, believe it or not, the guy who won, was it last Saturday? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Was it? No, it was 20. No, the 14th it was. Sorry.
Two Saturdays ago.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the guy who beat Verdum made his UFC debut in Belfast.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. But
Fair enough.
yeah, no, it was a good card. It was just I don't know what happened. I don't think I got anybody to go with or something, or they were just
Short
too
term,
expensive or something. I don't know. Like.
So.
But they are expensive tickets. Like, I mean, if you're wanting, I wouldn't just go there to stand in the stands and look at the TV.
Yeah.
You can do it at home anyway. I'd rather go there and be cage side.
Are they? How much are they?
Depends on where the event is.
Big
Like,
money, like.
Belfast wasn't too bad. It was like a 400 or something.
Flip, that is quite dear.
It is expensive, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're going
So
to
in
America,
you're talking like maybe like $1,000.
well, Vegas, no, it's cheaper in Vegas because
Is it?
they have them every weekend most of the time. So it's not really, they just get their money. But if it's in like certain events, like in Brazil and stuff, or if they're getting like events that are far away, like even in Europe and stuff, like they'll charge more there than they would in Vegas and stuff.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's a cool dream though, because obviously that's your interest. Like.
Yeah. Well, it is a dream. Like, that's just one. I just want to go like literally cage side, just be like, I was there, whenever.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to go to an event where nothing really happens. There's no significance to the event. I wouldn't want to go to a fight night because the majority of the time the fight nights they don't have like title. I mean, they don't have to have like really mad fights, but you can have like a really like mad barn burner and just two people smashing the absolute kick out of each other, and you'd be like, I was there for that, which is fantastic. That could happen at any event.
Yeah.
But the ones you want to go to for me personally would be the actual headline events like UFC 2, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Where the titles are on the line, you can see I was there whenever blah 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 changed titles or something.
Yeah.
That'd be class. But
that was like the first ever United match I went to. Did I ever tell you which one it was?
no,
When Rooney scored that overhead kick against Man City.
you're joking.
Yeah.
The only match I went to was the one that we beat Middlesbrough like 3-0 or something.
Well, I've been a few times now, like,
Yeah.
but that game. Well, I was honestly even thinking back, like, oh my goodness, like you couldn't have asked for a better first ever game at Old
See,
Trafford.
that's what you want. You want to have something to bring you
Unbelievable.
back. Because see if you went there and it was just like a loss, you're like, oh, well.
I've never seen them lose, thankfully, so I haven't been in a few years. But
But really bad luck though, because I reckon you would go, and if they lost the first game, like, well, I'm never coming here again.
yeah, well, that's the
I'm
thing.
bad luck,
like,
obviously.
we beat City 2-1 that day, and then we beat Arsenal 2-0, and I was there when we beat Fulham as well.
It's class.
It's funny because any time I went, Rooney scored any time, but now that can't happen.
No, obviously
So,
not.
but it was back in the glory days. But that was brilliant. I just remember how much I want to go to Old Trafford, and then my granddad got me like a package thing to go over.
That's class. Well,
Amazing.
that's the thing. Like whenever you're a kid, though, because obviously you had like dream jobs as well, but you had like dreams as a kid too,
Yeah,
and what you wanted to do. But
like space.
well, like space, yeah. But then there was like
That's
whenever
still a dream.
it's still a dream for many people. Like anybody who doesn't want to go to space, I
It can
need
be
to change
scary
it.
though. Like if you think like some things that some people would dream about, like for example, I don't know, like safarian or something. Some
Yeah.
people might find that terrifying because they're
Well,
like,
obviously there's going to be dangers there with the animals and
Yeah.
stuff, but you're in good
that
hands.
would be a real dream of mine, is to go on a safari in South
Yeah.
Africa. Or that's
proper
where-
a
that's
proper
where-
safari.
Yeah, my dad did it for his honeymoon. Went for 3 weeks, and
Safari each day.
no, he was in. He went through quite a lot of South Africa, but
Yeah.
he actually was in a reserve for a few days, I think,
Right.
where basically you get up early in the morning, you go for a safari, and then you come back like later in the evening and get your dinner and stuff. And,
Yeah.
But like, obviously it was a honeymoon, so they did. You know,
Well, you never know. In about 10, 15 years, there'll be hardly any animals to go and see.
it's sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pure crap. Like
We're just a horrible species.
we really are. But I mean, there's like I was saying about like dreams and stuff. I mean, you would change dreams from going like say you're like I don't know, like 6 or something or 7. You want to go see a football match.
Or you want to go see Santa in Lapland?
Oh, for goodness sake! You want to go and see Santa?
Do you not remember whenever you used to be able to see him and he was like in Lapland? And you'd be like, oh my god, he's legit.
No,
No?
no.
Oh my nanny.
I used to hate going to see Santa.
My nanny used to show me like videos of him in Lapland, and I used to be like, what? He's
Yeah.
there?
No,
Like, oh my goodness.
no, I never liked Santa.
I used to. It's sort of funny. I seen a quote the other day, maybe sort of related, but it was like, it's a quote titled something like the realest thing my dad's ever said to me. It was like, you believed in Santa for 10 years. Why can't you believe in yourself for 5 minutes?
It's very inspirational.
I thought that was really good.
It's also it's inspirational, but it's also very bad. Well, it just puts you down as well because you're like,
Oh,
oh,
really?
well, that's what it does. You, can, like, you believe in Santa for 10 years, and like, oh, why can't you believe in yourself? Like, oh, okay, Jesus,
No,
calm
but
down.
it's like, yeah, I thought it was quite good because
Oh, no,
a
it
lot
is,
of people
yeah.
are like, well, I can't do that, me included.
Yeah.
I am very what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I'm very much like, well, what happens if this goes wrong and blah blah blah.
So you
I'm
don't
a
like taking
worrier. Like,
risks then?
yeah, well, I take risks all the time, but I'm just.
So
I'm a
you're
worrier.
not much of a worrier then.
Oh, I am a worrier. I
You
take
can't
them
be-
and then I'm like, oh.
You've done it. Oh, here, what happens if that happens though?
See, like I do something, right? I'll like do something, and I'll be like, yep, let's just do it and see what happens.
Yeah.
And then see if it's like an instant response. I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But like, see something that like ticks on, I'm like, oh no.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
But I always try and take a risk if there's a chance. I
Yeah.
try and do something different.
I don't know if I would never have thought there would have been, you know, a risk taker and a worrier in the same sort of thing, because that would
It's weird.
sort of
like,
defeats all purpose of taking the risk if you're going to worry about it.
well, no, like for example, I've mentioned skydiving. So we booked that, Callum and I, whenever we were in Vegas a few years ago.
Yeah.
And you know, you're like, yep, gonna do it, may as well. You know, there's 2 options: I land or I die.
Yeah.
Right, essentially.
Yeah.
So you get up in the plane, and before you get on the plane, you're like, oh crap, you know, like holy crap.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. You're gonna jump from like 15,000 feet
But then what's the point in taking the risk if you're going to worry about it?
because it's amazing. It's worth it.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have to think about it then.
But you do.
I wouldn't.
You do.
I don't think I would.
Trust me. If it comes to that point where you're, and you don't, like, there's a point where they ask you and you're in the air, they go, last chance, are you doing this? They do not ask you again.
Yeah.
Then you're moved and you're out the plane.
Yeah.
So, but of course it's a risk. Yeah, it's a risk
Yeah.
because you could die. But at the same time, like,
Well, I never do it because I just don't like the feeling of being sick.
Oh, you weren't. Well, you wouldn't be sick.
No.
Guy passed out though.
Well, yeah, well that would make sense.
But
blackouts and stuff. That would.
But it was amazing. But like, yeah, like that was something I always wanted to do. Dreamed I would do it my whole life. And I would do it again. But obviously at the time, it is a risk. But you do sort of go, oh.
Yeah.
But it's maybe worry isn't the right word. Maybe it's I start to like think about it, and then sort of like, oh, flip.
You worry yourself then.
Yeah, like I'm
I
not
don't
like
know.
see whenever I make a decision, it's fine. I'm like, yep, we're doing that, and then something happens. I'm like, oh crap.
Really?
But yeah, I don't really worry about anything.
No.
Like before, if you know what I mean. It's more when it's real.
It's understandable. Like I don't know. My mind's just wired differently.
Possibly.
I just don't think about things anymore.
No, like
just take it, and if it goes bad, it goes bad. If it goes good, it goes good, and that's it. There's no point worrying about the in between.
I tell you what it is. I think it's more. See, whenever you really care about something.
Yeah.
You
want it to do well or something. Or
yeah,
you want it to go smoothly.
Like I mentioned a long time ago when Phil was sitting here and we were doing the whole changes thing, and you know, I said about having applied for the job and whatever. It's going quite well, by the way. But that is something that I suppose is a bit of a risk changing because.
Yeah.
But at the moment, like obviously, I'm at the point now where it either goes or it doesn't, and I've got a few months to find out and whatever. But it's one of those ones that it's maybe worry's not the right word, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
It's a tough sort of thing to think about. Like I know what you mean, but
like it's a wee bit nerve-wracking. A wee bit nervous. I'm not really worried as such. A wee bit nervous.
Well, I suppose worrying and nervous is completely different. Like,
yeah. Well, maybe that's what I am. Like one of those people that would like doing it.
Yeah.
And then I'll come to it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. That's just nerves. Yeah, I wouldn't think of being worried. Like, because I mean, like if you instantly take the risk and you're like, yeah, you know the consequences of the risk, then you're not going to worry about it. You might be nervous about it, but you're not going to worry about it.
I suppose that's probably more it then. That's probably a better way to put it. Yeah. Yeah, I would say.
People worry about an awful lot of stuff these days, and like I know people say life's too short to worry about things, which
can't help it though.
I know you can, just don't be a prick.
Well,
just don't worry about things.
Some people do just worry because it's like it comes down to like the whole thing that you know, a lot of people don't actually take the chance because they're worried about what other people are going to think.
Don't see the point in that.
But people do.
Oh no,
it's really unfortunate.
Yeah, that's people's prerogative. If they want to, but you can just tell yourself one day just that you just don't care. Like, you can't teach confidence. That's a fact. Yeah. But you can definitely bring out someone's confidence. Mm-hmm. That's all they need. Like that's all you need to just be like, well, I don't care what people think.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of what it is as well is that, people put a lot of obviously like everything on social media now. So like, there's if you have 500 friends on Facebook, 500 people are gonna have eyes on what you're doing if you're posting on it. Yeah. So a lot of that comes down to the fact as well that you know, if, as you say, like my cousin, I've mentioned him before in this, is
singer songwriter
trying the whole music thing. Yeah.
Very, very tough.
Making a go of it, but you know he's giving that a go. That's his dream.
All depends on the genre you're in as well. Now, see if you're country. No. See country here, instant. If you can sing and you can play guitar, you're fine. There's so many people in country at the minute. So many, and see heavy metal. Like there's a lot of bands, but they're not getting as much as country. And I mean country and western just going nuts at the minute.
It's because it's almost like pop.
Yeah, it's just getting crazy. Whereas like the old sorts of like classic rock and heavy metal and stuff are just sort of fading out. But not to me, they're not. But in culture, like that's what's happening now. You know. But if you see here, if you get in the country, you're sweet.
It's where the money is, I suppose.
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what's happening. Yeah.
But
it's very tough business to crack. 100%. Doesn't matter what you do. I understand that, but there's easier ways to get to it.
Possibly. Yeah. But I mean. If you're not interested in country, then you won't play it.
No, obviously not.
He isn't. But as I say, like he's got all his Facebook friends, all the people that like his page, all the people that like his Instagram or follow his Instagram, whatever. Follow him on Twitter. You know, he's having to put all that stuff out there. Yeah. And you know, in front of other people, and maybe other people would shy away from it because even if it is their dream, maybe people would be like, don't know if I can do that.
I understand that. So, yeah, I understand that. But
it's like. Do you ever remember used to play for United? was it Mark Pugh? You call him
Yeah.
Pugh?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Luke. It's not Mark. It's Luke. Chadwick. Sorry,
Oh right. Okay.
Luke Chadwick. I'm thinking of somebody else. Luke Chadwick
I know the
played for
name
United.
Fido.
Yeah, no, I think he played for like United for a bit, but maybe Stoke. Can't remember. But he Luke Chadwick, sorry, played for United for a couple of years maybe.
Yeah.
And actually it was obviously a dream to play football professionally, but was overawed by the team around him, and was playing like League Two football. After that, just couldn't hack it because of
Just the team he's
the
playing.
enormity of the game and all the rest, and said he was much happier for it. He's playing at League One.
Well,
I think it was
that's
MK Dons. I think he's playing with.
Well, that's one thing you could say. Like, if you don't have that confidence, I mean, people can say one thing or the other. They can say, if you don't have the confidence, don't do it. Or they could say, build your confidence and then try it.
Or just try and build your confidence as you go.
It's tough to do that though. Like, cause I know whenever playing drums, I wouldn't be able to play drums right off the bat.
What do you mean?
Like, if I was playing drums, because I played drums for a while, before. And then Callum approached me to play in the band. Yeah. And then like no later, like I think it was like a week or two later, he was like, "There's a gig coming up in like a couple of months or something."
Yeah.
I was like, I'm only in the band. Like, I don't even know what's happening. I never played a gig in all my life.
Yeah.
And then that sort of got chucked upon me. But I had to build confidence before I even joined the band. Before, I couldn't have joined the band and then built the confidence to play the drums, and then having to build the confidence to play the gig as well. That was tough.
Was that a dream of yours at any point?
To play a gig? Yeah, achieved that.
To play with like friends or just anyone?
Anybody, but it meant more to play with friends. So I played a couple of gigs now. Sure, played that festival as well. And
did you?
Played in City Hall.
I don't think you told me that.
I'd say City Hall, yeah.
Cool.
Played with a guy called Zach Whitefield and Geordie Sunshine, as he called himself.
Class.
Yeah,
Sounds happy.
It was. They weren't very happy songs, like, but they were good. It was good. It was good fun. Yeah.
That's class.
But yeah, they were definitely big dreams of mine. But it was dreams. They were dreams I would have liked to carry on. But yeah, just.
Would you say you achieved some anyway? From.
Oh yeah. I've achieved what I'm happy with. Like, I'm happy with what I've achieved. Like, it's just trying to carry them on. It's the problem. You'd love to just, if once you play a gig, you want to do it again and again and again.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like an addiction sort of thing.
You thrill.
And then once after that, I was like, do you know what? It's just, I don't know, just stopped. Just it wasn't there anymore. So I just didn't want to do it, which is unfortunate. But
do you have any now?
Dreams?
Yeah, that you're going towards.
That I'm going toward, like, personally at the minute.
Yeah.
No, not really.
No.
Nothing that's.
Nothing's
really at the like a couple of months ago. If you asked me that, then maybe, yeah. But lately,
did you achieve the ones a couple of months ago?
Would I have, or
did you?
No, well, not really. No, they were close enough to it, like, but it's just some of them just aren't for, like, once they weren't really dreams as such. They were just more like things you have to do.
Achievement, tick off things.
Yeah, that was about it. Like, but yeah, it sort of sucks not having any dreams. Like,
you probably do. It's more just.
I think I'm just stuck in a rut at the minute, like with like my head and stuff. Just but that's about it.
Yeah, you get out of that.
Oh yeah, you get out of it at some point. Like, it's just trying to think of what else is out there at the minute. Like, different things. Like, I've already said I want to go to UFC event, but that's not. That's nothing to do with me trying to achieve it. That's just down to the right card and the right people. You know.
Well, I suppose at the same time, like as you say, like, people say like dream holiday, or people say like dream car, dream, like, they're not really to be achieved, they're to be purchased. If you know what I mean. You're not really achieving it. It's more like.
That's the difference. I suppose you're right there. Yeah, achievements. I don't know. There's not really achievement. No.
Nothing you think of.
No, not really.
No.
I'm a confident person. Like, so I don't think I need to do anything to make it an achievement. If I do something, like, I don't really have anything to strive for. Yeah, but I'll be happy enough with anything. Like.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm a happy-go-lucky person. I don't really mind whatever I get. So.
And that's good to hear. That's it's quite a rare thing to hear nowadays. People actually being happy.
I'm just content with each day. Just take each day and just keep it in the day.
Yeah.
You know, there's no point in thinking about tomorrow. Like I've said before, you don't know what's around the corner.
That's true.
You literally no clue. Like, but I mean, obviously, if there was something to like smack you right in the face, like something life threatening, maybe there'd be loads of things come to my head. But like apart from that, like I mean, I would happily just go to some sport events like boxing, UFC. That would do me for a while. Like go to some countries, maybe. They're not really achievements; they're just dreams that they're going to be purchased, like you said. You know, like they're that's basically it. But there's no real achievements that I would like. I really want to nothing like significant that would better me as a person.
Sort of like life changing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Not really. Like I've said before, I'm a confident enough person. Like so, I don't really need an awful lot to keep me going.
Spur on things.
Yeah. What about yourself? It's tough, like whenever you know.
Who's a job? That'll be one.
Yeah.
Obviously, got holiday destinations, but they're again.
Yeah, like I said,
purchase things. They're not really.
It's hard to have achievements in this day and age because you don't like. There's not really an awful lot of things that
for me
surprises people anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to get fitter. I want to be.
Yeah, well, that's a goal.
Yeah,
that's a goal of mine. Like it's not a dream.
I know. Well, I suppose that's a fair point. We're almost sort of muddying the line here. But,
just a tad.
Well then, yeah. I mean, the one thing at the moment is job.
Yeah.
And if that can come off, then
be the rest to follow.
Yeah, well, I think if that was to come off, then I think within that there might be another one, or certainly externally. I don't know. There might be other sort of things that show up in the next few years. I don't know, like house or whatever. But
also like life goals then, sort of thing.
Yeah, like well, not goals because it is like sort of getting that like house that, would suit Rachel and I or whatever.
Yeah.
X amount of time. You know.
That house in the place.
But that again is almost linked to this whole. If this job comes off, then that makes this far easier.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's sort of funny how that works, isn't it? But
well, that's what we said before. Like there are certain things in life that are little bumps in the road and stuff that sometimes that if you don't achieve them, if you don't get them, then you'll feel afterwards that you'll be like back to square one again.
Oh, I will be 100%.
But
an absolute nightmare.
I don't think you should feel like that because you've achieved an awful lot.
But I won't if it will make no difference. If I don't get past this point, then that's it. Like you're back to square one again.
You're not back to square one. You're still on a job that's.
Oh, well, currently, yeah.
But you're not back. You're not back. Like you've, without revealing too much, you've got all that stuff you've done. Without revealing too much, like I said, I don't want to. Yeah. But without all that stuff you've done, if the opportunity was to come back around.
Oh, provide if it didn't come off this thing.
Yeah, then you would have all that experience, and even still, like what you've done has made yourself a better person.
Well, better equipped certainly.
Yeah. So it's not back to square one. It's just a little bit of a setback, but you will feel like you're back to square one again.
Yeah, probably.
But that's just a mental thing. You just need to get past that.
No, I think it will. Obviously.
Everyone has them. Like everyone.
If that is the case, hopefully not. But
I don't think it will be. But if it people do have that mentality where they're just like, if this doesn't happen, what am I doing in my life? And
I know.
You shouldn't think like that. And people that do, you just need to get a coat hanger and just pick yourself up off the off the floor. That's all you need to do. Like that's honestly, there's just no other words for it. You just need to be a bit more assertive in yourself. You need to just have that confidence there that you just know. I mean, you've gotten this far. That's the potential's there.
Well, hopefully
they've realised your potential.
Hopefully. But
well, it's not hopefully. It's happened.
It would just you know what it would be. I think what it is, it'd be nice because, as I said, it would like link with the other sort of bits like house and
it would make a lot of things easier in your
like
lifetime.
it just sort of sets the future up, and I know exactly where I'm going to be.
Yeah.
And then for the foreseeable future, and then you can really push on then. So
also gives us something new to talk about on the old podcast as well.
It's true.
And we can even bring other people in on top of that as well, which is also very good for us.
Yeah.
And it doesn't actually change anything for us either. Nothing's going to be any.
No, we're still going to be able to release every Friday. We're still going to record during the week. We're still going to be able to have guests on. Yeah.
So it's you're not back to square one. You're just backwards a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
It's like you've taken a wrong turn, so you got to go back up the road to change and then go around. You know?
Yeah, I know. Do a U-turn and start again.
That's all it is. Like, but people do have those dreams and they don't get very far, which is unfortunate. But people just give up.
Yeah, well, it's actually we sort of saying, I suppose that, you know, everybody that's successful, you don't really ever hear about the 1,000 times they failed.
Yeah, it's
You
very
know?
true. Yeah.
So, which is well, I suppose it's really true if you think about it. Like, there's no way that what was that? There's no way that
I don't know.
there's no way that Steve Jobs went out and made
First
the
try.
Apple Mac first go. It was like
First
nice.
go. Yeah.
You know, there's no way.
People have done things which I applaud them for. Like, fair play. First go, you've done it. You've made it. Fair play to you. But it's like we've said time and time again on this podcast that people, just because of how the day is, the technology and stuff, people just get famous for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, people just get spoon fed so many things these days, and it's just, it sort of takes it away from other people.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, these people are getting famous for literally nothing. Like, what's it matter if I get this job tomorrow? You know, like, it doesn't, you know what I mean? It literally doesn't matter anymore.
That's what was so refreshing. I thought about that list. Is not one of the kids said I want to be a YouTube star.
Anything at all to do with that.
How refreshing was that?
Absolutely brilliant.
It was all stuff like useful things,
Yeah.
like doctors,
Like, very sophisticated jobs. Like, there are
Yeah.
things like kids you wouldn't think kids would be thinking of.
doctors, nurses.
Like, I seen a list earlier on, like a veterinarian and stuff, and I was like, that's like, if you're a kid and you're thinking of being a vet, you're a really messed up kid. Because you
But
like
they wouldn't know.
taking
They
care of animals and stuff, seeing animals that they're worse than I.
But they wouldn't think like that. They'd be just thinking that
Help the animals.
animals are all okay, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them a wee pet and a wee bandage,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna maybe give them a wee injection if they're sick, and then they go. They don't think of
Then they go.
home.
Oh, that's okay.
You know, they go out of the vets. They don't die. Like, they
That's
won't
true
think,
though.
but they probably won't think it. Like, whatever age that is, that
Yeah,
vets have
suppose.
to do really horrible things.
I'd never be able to do anything like that.
No, I don't know.
But I mean, fair play to those kids for even thinking about, like you said, like those jobs are. You don't think of them anymore. Like I'm surprised that kids like that be thinking of those jobs.
I suppose what it is as well is that, see, whenever you're a kid, you haven't had your choices narrowed down to like one job.
Well, that's the best thing about it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, so at
That's
point,
why you can dream.
just
You know,
be whatever you want. Just so cool.
you could just go and buy a police officer's uniform, just put it on, be a police officer for a day if you want.
Do that Halloween.
Yeah, exactly.
But
It's a lot easier as a kid because you don't really have any, like, there's no sense of failure there. There's no such thing as failure, and even if you were to fail,
just get back up again.
yeah,
Do it again.
you're a kid.
Yeah.
Your life doesn't end there. Like, you're gonna
You
have
can go get some toast and tea and go to bed.
yeah, that's literally.
Oh wait, that's me.
Oh yeah, right enough. Yeah,
Like
you're.
kids go and get pancakes or something.
Do they?
I don't know. I like pancakes.
I don't know. I never got any supper.
Oh, I used to love supper. I used to go to
No, my parents just beat me.
Granda,
So. I'm joking.
my
I'm
granda
joking.
and grannies and all the rest of it. But we used to I've got a funny story actually related to this. So they used to like pure placebo me whenever I was a
Right.
kid, right? So
Oh, poor you.
we used to have like supper, and then my granda would be like, right, sleeping tablet time. He used to be like, yes, no problem. We used to love sleeping tablets.
Yeah.
They were cinnamon sweets, but they put me to sleep like in 2 seconds
Really?
because I
Because you
genuinely
thought. That's
I
what they were?
believed him that these were
Oh my god.
were sleeping tablets. So I used to be like, can I have another sleeping tablet? And like he'd be like, right, one more, but this is gonna put you out even faster. And I used to go upstairs,
That's terrible.
get in bed, and I was out. Like,
That's
I mean,
terrible.
I'm not being funny. Like, even thinking back to that, like, that is hilarious. But I used to like be pure like, guess another one of those. Don't
That's
worry about the overdose.
mental.
I am going
yeah,
to sleep here.
well, that's
like.
what you wouldn't think about, obviously.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But it worked. It
Oh, you know what?
genuinely worked.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So,
That's
yeah.
that's one thing you can teach your kids whenever you have them.
Oh, it's a great idea.
Yeah,
Absolutely amazing.
that's class. I'd love
Yeah.
to just be like, yeah, there's a little cinnamon. I mean, a little
But
cinnamon.
I would never know that it was a sweet, you see,
Yeah.
because he never got out of a wrapper.
Yeah.
He used to be like, right, stay here, and he would go out, and I'd be like, whoa, he's
He's
going.
getting this like
Yeah.
what's happening?
And then he used to come in and just hand me and Peter the wee cinnamon sweet. We used to be like,
That's
eat the
amazing.
thing, and then go up, and we were out like.
That's class.
Yeah,
I never had it. I don't think I ever had anything like that.
Oh, it's just,
Remember Calpol though? Calpol was amazing.
the best. Wasn't
That
it?
was the best sleeping tablet. That was.
I remember once I pretended to be sick and stayed off jiu-jitsu so I could get Calpol.
Really?
Yeah,
That's crazy. Like,
stuff was like childhood heroin.
yeah, it's pretty true. Like, that's like a dream of mine. Just have Calpol now. Wonder if it tastes the same now.
I don't know.
I don't know because it's all
I hope so. 'cause
paracetamol and stuff.
it was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah. Was it purple? No, it wasn't purple.
I think it was just like a milky white-ish.
That's a dream of mine now, is to have Calpol.
Just chugging it.
See if someone made a drink that tastes like Calpol. Like, that would sell.
Probably.
That would be amazing.
Probably.
Oh, that's a dream of mine now. Like, I'd love some Calpol. I know it's really weird to say, like, but I can guarantee the rest of our generation's going, do you know what, this boy's right, like.
Yeah, Calpol is amazing.
And I'd be like, Mum, have you got any Calpol in the house? No, why? Doesn't matter.
I'll go to Tesco.
No, you
Do you
don't.
know how dear it is?
No.
It's expensive, like.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then our parents took really good care of us as kids then?
It's like childhood whiskey. It's like 20 quid a bottle.
No.
No, it's not really, but it is dear, like, for a wee bottle. It's expensive.
That's mental.
Yeah.
Well, fair play. That's you can just go and have your own Calpol.
You can drink all these and just have like lucid dreams.
I don't think they ever did anything though.
No. Well, no, they do help. Like, they do make you better, for sure, when you're a kid.
But then it could have been like a placebo effect.
Possibly, but I
Could
swear.
you imagine?
I
All those
swear,
kids, oh my god, you'd be livid.
I honestly, I just pure love. Like, see, thinking back to that was the best. Like, getting the wee.
That's a class you never to have. Like, that's something you can take with you. Like, that's
absolutely amazing.
I think I got any things like that. I remember getting like brandy balls and like aniseed sweets as a kid, but I used to be an absolute mess with them. Yeah, I am still now. Like, Lauren hates it whenever I get cinnamon in the house.
Why?
She just hates the smell of cinnamon. Or well, I don't
I
know what.
I'm able to take my sleeping tablets.
I don't know what it is with the smell. It's not the smell because she likes the smell of cinnamon candles and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think it's like the taste of it or something. I think it's just too. Whatever that means. But yeah, no, I used to love them. Something shocking like, but I've got like a whole bag of them in our house.
So I don't know. See, that's what we think. I just love it. It's great.
It's great to have. Like
Yeah,
that's one thing I used to like dream of as a kid. Not like actual dreams, but like actually having like my own little sweet shop.
Oh, it'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it used to be like a big thing of mine, but then I was like too fat, so I was like, if I have a sweet shop, then I will die. I didn't think that at the time, but whenever I grew up, I was like, yeah, sweet shop's not really a good
Yeah, well,
idea.
that would have killed me.
Yeah, or a chip shop as well. Now, just come to think of it, you know. Well, having a chip shop would be amazing.
Yeah, I love goujons from in there. It's like my jam.
Where from a chip shop?
Yeah.
Do you call it chippy or a chip shop?
Chippy.
Yeah, I call it chippy too. Everyone calls it chip shop.
I seen someone post about that
Chip shop?
today. Something about a chip shop.
It's a chippy.
Don't remember who it was, but somebody posted something about a chip shop on like Facebook, and then somebody was like, "Do you mean a chippy?"
Really?
Yeah.
Like, she corrected on that?
Yeah, it was fun.
I don't know. I think we could talk about like this for hours. To be honest, like
I know.
there's so many things. We should probably do like a second episode on this at some point.
I love talking about dreams. It's the best. Like, because there's always that. You know what we need to actually do one on, and holding us to this. If we won the lottery, you could fill an hour with that.
Did we not do one on that, or was that not hypothetical scenarios? We did that on.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure we did do a lot of. No, it was the case. It was the briefcase.
Yeah, it was like
With
a
the
million.
money.
But I'm talking like.
Well, actually, me and Lauren actually were talking about that the other day.
Alright.
Yeah, we were like, we were sitting, and we were just like, I just sort of brought this idea. I was like, what would you do if you won the lottery? Like, what would you spend it on and stuff? And she just come off with all this stuff, and I was like,
I'm telling you, it could be another hour. I'm telling you.
I should get someone on for that one.
Yeah, that's
a good idea.
I have an idea for someone. We'll talk to you in a wee minute.
Oh, well, talk to me after the podcast.
Are we surprised for everyone?
Are we surprised for everyone? Scary surprise!
But we'll wrap it up there, folks. This week, and thanks again for joining us. It's always fun. Always enjoy these wee
Always
chats.
enjoy it, mate. 100%.
Yes. So until next time.
Bye bye.